Hey everyone, it's Mary Enielu from Kandu Academy. It's great to have you with me today. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying the season. It's the Christmas season, my favorite season of the year. Absolutely love Christmas. Love the vibe, not the cues. Love the vibe. Just love it. People are just more relaxed, more friendly. Great stuff. And in a few weeks, we're all going to be saying this all important, exciting words to each other. Happy New Year. And it's a special one as well. 2020, the turn of a new century. But you know what? For some people, it really is going to be a happy new year. But for others, it's just going to remain a wish. And you know, if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. So it's not just going to happen. Having a happy new year is not just going to happen, because nothing just happens. In fact, nothing good just happens. Decay, deterioration, all those bad stuff that nobody wants, they happen naturally, but no good thing just happens. If we keep doing what we've always done, we will always get what we've always got. So if we want 2020 to be different for us, we are going to have to do something different, because the definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And tonight I thought I would share with you something really important, a vital ingredient, I would say, in the formula for having a happy new year, a successful new year. I want to talk to you about intentional living. I really believe intentional living is the big difference between successful people and those who are not successful. You see, we all live from a programmed mind. Most people anyway live from a programmed mind. When we're born with a blank page and we're just ready to soak everything in, and we do. But unfortunately for most people, the environment we grew up in, loving perhaps, caring perhaps, around people who really wanted the best for us perhaps, but not always necessarily the right growth environment to equip us and prepare us to maximize our potential and to live the kind of lives we want to live. I don't know about you, but growing up, for instance, I was very much used to hearing this phrase: do you think money grows on trees? And things like that, phrases like that, they leave an impression on you. It gives you the impression that there's scarcity. It gives you the impression that there are limits. So most of us live life, even growing up as adults, we live life from a programmed mind. We're programmed with other people's limitations. We're programmed with other people's beliefs, other people's prejudices. And for most people, we never stop to think and ask ourselves questions and challenge those beliefs. We never do. We just keep living from that place of autopilot. If 2020 is going to be different, we're going to have to be more intentional in the way we live our lives. Intentional living is deliberate, it's consistent, and it's willful. It's deliberate in the sense that you've given thought to it. You've thought about where you are, where you want to be, where you want to go, and you live your life out of that place and the decisions you have made as a result of those thoughts. So it's deliberate. It's not by accident. It's not just deliberate, it's consistent. It's consistent. It's not something you do once in a while. It has to be day in, day out. And that's the problem for some people. Some of us start well, but then we give up. We give up maybe because we're not seeing the results we thought we would see. We're not seeing it quick enough. But you know what? The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. So the fact that you cannot see anything does not mean there's nothing there. The fact that it appears nothing is happening does not mean there's nothing happening. So intentional living has to be consistent. You don't do it just when you feel like it. You do it day in, day out. Somebody said you don't stop when you're tired. You stop when the job is done. But also intentional living has to be willful. We have to make the choice. And I don't know about you, but I find that so empowering to know that most of the things in life that affect the outcomes that we get are within our control. They're within the choices that we make. So we have the power. I've got the power. You've got the power. So intentional living is willful. You determine and you make the choice to live intentionally. We all only have one life to live. But sadly, most people are not living their lives. They're just accepting their lives. You see, nothing just happens by accident. Nobody ever gets to the top accidentally. Nobody just wakes up one morning and go, oops, how did I get here? I'm at the top. No. You have to strive for it. You have to go for it because it's going uphill. It's going up to the top. It's going up to the top. But guess what? Nothing worthwhile ever happens downhill. Everything worthwhile, good relationships, good career, everything worthwhile is always uphill. But the problem with uphill is it's tiring. And so people stop, people give up. They just remain on the plain, remain in the valley and just coast for a little while. So they have uphill aspirations, uphill dreams, but downhill habits, downhill actions. And guess what? Downhill habits are never, ever going to take you uphill. And so we end up frustrated, we end up disgruntled, we end up disappointed. But intentional living will change the game. It absolutely will. I want to share with you 4 benefits of intentional living, because if you're going to go uphill and keep going uphill, you are going to have to be intentional about how you live your life. So number 1, intentional living moves you from just having good intentions to taking actions. Don't you know people like that just always have good intentions? They always have these plans. They always have this thing they're getting ready to do, always getting ready to get ready, perhaps just waiting for the perfect conditions that never come. Somebody said if we all followed through on our good intentions, goodness, this world would be a much better place to live in. But we all have good intentions, but not everybody follows through on their good intentions. Intentional living will move you from just having good intentions to taking actions, from just dreaming to doing. It will move you from someday to today, because guess what? There's no day of the week called someday. Number 2, intentional living gives you the benefit of front-end thinking rather than back-end thinking. So you're not always being reactive or responding. You're more proactive. Hindsight is a good thing, but foresight is even better. And intentional living is going to give you that opportunity to plan ahead so that you live your life from the front rather than always playing catch up. Number 3, intentional living is going to help you going to give you a good shot at making every day your masterpiece. Because like I said before, today is what we have, not someday, not tomorrow. And for most of us, we tend to think, oh, if I don't get it done today, I'll get it done tomorrow. But you know what? It doesn't matter how well you do tomorrow. What you don't do today is left on the table forever. You cannot give 110% tomorrow, for instance, because you gave only 50% today. You can only ever give 100%. The only place you can give 110% is on the X factor. So living intentionally will give you a good shot at making every day your masterpiece, because you're more deliberate, more intentional in what you fill your day with and what you determine to achieve every single day. And number 4, intentional living allows you to change your life. Listen, you will never change your life until you change your habits. And you can't change your habits until you change your actions. So living deliberately, living consistently, living willfully, intentionally, you can deliberately begin to replace those actions that has formed the bad habits with a different set of actions so that you can form the habits that will take you where you need to go. And that is what intentional living is going to do for you. Because the secret to your success is found in your daily agenda. We all put a lot of emphasis. We overemphasize the event, the opportunity. We're waiting for a big opportunity. We want that big moment, but we don't focus on the little that we do every day. But it's that little, seemingly little, that you do every single day consistently. That is where the secret to your success lies. It's found in your daily agenda. And when you begin to live intentionally, it allows you to change your life, because it allows you to change your actions and change your habits. So next week, I'm going to share with you 3 areas I think you should be intentional in. But before then, I want you to make a decision today, right now, to begin to live your life intentionally. Like I said, we only have one life to live. If you begin to live intentionally, you will become the author of your own life and you will write your own story. If you don't, somebody else will. And I can guarantee you, the story they're going to write is not the one you were created to live. So begin to live intentionally, because those who don't are the ones who, at the end of it all, wish they could do it all over again. And as far as we know, we can't. We only have one life to live, so live it well. I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye for now.